Today, we take a look inside the latest movie from the producers of the biggest Netflix series in history. A movie so secretive, it had to be watched undercover. This is the real story behind the making of The Gray Man, starring Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. The movie was kept so secret during production that many people who worked on it had to lie to their friends and family about what they were doing. And even Ryan Gosling was only given the script 2 weeks before filming began. But why? Why was this movie shrouded in so much secrecy? Well, the answer lies in the source material. The movie is based on a book of the same name, which is the first in a series of 6 novels that have sold over 25 million copies worldwide. The story follows Court Gentry, an assassin who goes by the codename The Gray Man, when a young CIA agent discovers a secret about his past. He becomes a target and has to go on the run. But the truth is, no one can ever truly escape their past. And as he tries to uncover the secrets of his past, he uncovers a dark conspiracy that reaches all the way to the top of the CIA. Now, if you're a fan of the book, then you already know that there are some major plot twists in store. And let me tell you, the movie does not disappoint. But the secrecy surrounding the film doesn't end there. In fact, it goes even deeper. You see, the movie was produced by HBO, the same production company that produced the hit Netflix series Squid Game. And if you haven't heard of Squid Game, then I'm sure you've at least heard of the controversy surrounding it. When Squid Game was released, it became the most popular TV series in history, with over 1.65 billion views in its first 28 days. But it wasn't just the high-stakes game show concept that got people talking. It was also the graphic violence and disturbing imagery that left many viewers feeling sick to their stomachs. And if you thought that was shocking, wait until you hear what happened next. Despite the controversy, Squid Game was renewed for a 2nd season. But before that, the production company Agbo had to convince Netflix to greenlight their next project, a movie based on the book The Gray Man. To do this, they had to hide the movie from the public eye and even went as far as to change the film's title to The Old Man. But even with all the secrecy, some people still managed to get wind of what was happening. And when they heard that Chris Evans was going to play the villain in the film, they were shocked. You see, Chris Evans was coming off of his role as Captain America, a beloved superhero, and the idea of him playing a villain was just too much for some people to handle. They thought that he would never be able to live down the legacy of Captain America if he played a bad guy in a movie. But they couldn't have been more wrong. In fact, Chris Evans was so good in the movie that many people forgot that he was even playing the villain. And when the movie was finally released, it received rave reviews from critics and audiences alike. So if you want to know what it takes to be a spy in today's world, then you need to watch The Gray Man. Just remember, if someone asks you about it, you didn't see or hear anything.